Land Cruiser, among others.
Policy installments. Had the about installments. So now when someone is going to import a car, we tell you, we calculate the whole cost, the whole process and the whole cost, how it will go. And then you can either pay 50% of it, the customs process goes for inspection. And then when it's about to reach the port, we start, it's according to the car and the amount it's going to cost, because the cars have different costs. But we have 50%. You get it? Yeah. So 50% or 100%. Others prefer paying 100%, but we have a policy of 50%, the least, to start the process. And they all have different costs according to the model. You might find one Mitsubishi is going to cost like 15,000 USD. That's around 50 million Uganda shillings. The 50% of 50 million, that is 25 M. So you might find another Mitsubishi going to cost 20,000 USD, that is around 70 M. Another Mitsubishi going to cost 30,000, that's 100 million. So 50% of any amount the car is going to cost.
In an investigative report by Smart 24 TV, while negotiating with an expert dealer in the car importation, Peter Nsubuga reveals that as well as installment is acceptable, a certain cost must incur, and failure within a given period of 6 months will cause amendment of the car from the company name into an individual name as a national identification must exhibit.
It is request that the post 50%, we start the process, we import the car, but when it is about to reach the port and the balance is needed, we find others are not ready to bring the balance in a stipulated time. So that is a very big challenge to us. That's going to want to clear the balance on time. The process also delays, and at the end they start blaming us. But yet they are the ones that cause the problem. Usually the normal process takes 6 weeks. So we give you 60 to 80 weeks. But under normal circumstances, in 6 weeks, the car is already here from Japan to Kampala. That's 1 month, half month. Of course, what we do, our bosses in Japan, is a process, they amend the car, because when it is coming, it comes with the customer's names. But when they fail to pay the balance on time, they first amend the car, it comes back with the company's names, and then later when the client clears the balances, we sort the costs and the extra costs that we have added. That's the how it's handled. Names back to the company's names. And then when it reaches and you're ready set to bring the balances, we calculate the extra costs, because the amendment goes with some extra costs. So we calculate what are the added costs, and we tell you that please, since we delay, this is the amount that is added.
All right, and installments in vehicle businesses. So back in the time, the government is also planning to as well ban importation of certain cars as well. And then when you look at the situation here, those dealing in the cars have actually emphasized that importers should strive to clear the 50% of the installment and pay clearance for Uganda Revenue Authority in regards to the delays that they encounter. And this carries additional costs. Now, the additional costs in most cases are felt by you, the buyer. Most of you that buy from these different bonds in here in Uganda, I believe people have been buying. I believe most of you have actually been buying most of this. Then the others have been getting new cars, new vehicles from different towns and different areas. But then, how are you able to execute the duties that you're supposed to do? But mainly, when we as well focus more on drawing it closer to understanding more of the bigger picture about the vehicles in the country, it becomes more expensive when it is inside here. than it's actually important, according to most of the people, because the charges that come to it, the VAT and all that, is quite a lot. And then that is why you find out a car becomes more expensive to you as well. And at the end of it all, if at all you don't have money to actually take care of it and all the servicing and all, it becomes more and more difficult and more at that. Well, with that, we do take a break from the S&B reports, and after I have the press review and more of the S&B Insight. Stick around.